futures all day long, turning sparks into burning light. We keep the world alive tonight. With a heartbeat, the rhythm, the rise, Maxivas, the wind beneath our skies. Entrepreneur support systems call, lifting small dreams to stand tall. With passion and drive, we never rest. We never rest.
Welcome to aspiring and current entrepreneurs, founders, and small business leaders to a new edition of Entrepreneur Support System Podcast. Today, we are addressing a transformation that is reshaping what is possible for single-owner operations.
For the first time in business history, a solo operator can deploy infrastructure that was previously exclusive to well-funded teams. AI agents now handle customer communication, data analysis, content generation, and workflow orchestration continuously without fatigue or time zones.
And tools like Moltbot, an open-source, self-hosted personal AI assistant, are delivering enterprise-grade analytical prowess directly to individual operators. We are watching the economics of leverage fundamentally restructure.
A solopreneur with well-configured AI systems can now operate with the analytical depth of a research team, the responsiveness of a customer service department, and the execution consistency of a process-driven organization, all while sleeping.
But this unprecedented capability introduces unprecedented vulnerability. Today, we examine both the opportunity and the obligation that come with building 24/7 businesses on AI infrastructure. Let us start with scale. What has actually changed in the past 18 months regarding what a single operator can accomplish?
3 breakthroughs compound into transformation. First, AI agents can now maintain context across complex workflows. They do not just answer questions, they execute multi-step processes, coordinate between systems, and adapt to exceptions without human intervention. Second, tools like Moltbot provide self-hosted intelligence that analyzes your business data, identifies patterns you would miss manually, and generates strategic recommendations with transparency into their reasoning. Third, integration infrastructure has matured. These tools connect seamlessly, creating automated value chains where one agent's output becomes another's input without manual handoffs.
The result is that a founder working 40 hours per week now commands a system that operates 168 hours per week. That is a 4 times capacity multiplier before considering the speed and consistency advantages of automation.
And the financial implications are profound. Traditional scaling required hiring, which converted variable costs into fixed overhead and introduced management complexity. AI scaling keeps costs largely variable while eliminating coordination friction. A solo business can now serve hundreds of customers with service quality that previously required a team of 12.
Let's make this concrete with Moltbot specifically. What does self-hosted personal AI assistants actually deliver that generic cloud tools do not?
3 critical advantages. First, data sovereignty. Your business intelligence, customer information, and strategic analysis never leave your infrastructure. This eliminates vendor lock-in and third-party data exposure. Second, customization depth. Open-source architecture means you can train the system on your specific business context, industry terminology, and decision frameworks. It becomes fluent in your operation in ways that generic assistants cannot. Third, cost predictability. Self-hosted tools avoid the usage-based pricing that can make cloud AI expensive at scale. Your marginal cost per query approaches 0 once infrastructure is deployed.
Which means the more you use it, the more valuable it becomes, without proportional cost increases. That inverts the traditional economics of leverage.
Exactly. And when you combine Moltbot's analytical capabilities with specialized AI agents for execution, customer communication agents, content generation agents, and data processing agents, you construct a business operating system that functions with minimal human oversight.
What are the highest leverage applications of this infrastructure for small business leaders right now?
5 domains show immediate ROI. First, customer intelligence. AI agents monitor all customer interactions, identify patterns in requests and complaints, and surface opportunities for product improvement or service expansion. This is continuous market research that large companies pay 6 figures to access. Second, content operations. From email sequences to social media to documentation, AI generates drafts that match your voice and strategic priorities, reducing content production time by 70%. Third, analytical monitoring. Tools like Moltbot track key metrics continuously, alert you to anomalies, and run scenario analyses that inform strategic decisions. Fourth, process orchestration. Agents handle routine workflows, invoice generation, appointment scheduling, and data entry, eliminating administrative drag. Fifth, knowledge synthesis. AI reads industry publications, competitive intelligence, and research papers, then summarizes insights relevant to your specific strategic questions.
That last capability is particularly transformative. A solo founder can now maintain awareness across their entire competitive landscape without dedicating hours to manual research.
And these capabilities compound. Each improvement in efficiency creates capacity for higher value work, which creates margin for reinvestment in better systems, which creates more efficiency. The flywheel accelerates faster than most founders anticipate.
Now, let us address the vulnerabilities. What risks emerge when single operators build 24/7 businesses on AI infrastructure?
4 categories of exposure. First, technical dependency. If your AI systems fail and you lack backup processes, your business stops operating entirely. Unlike human teams that degrade gracefully, automated systems often fail. Second, quality drift. AI agents can produce output that is plausible but incorrect, and without human oversight, errors compound undetected until customer complaints surface them. Third, security concentration. Self-hosted systems require technical competence in cybersecurity. A breach that exposes your AI infrastructure simultaneously exposes your entire business operation. Fourth, strategic blindness. Over-reliance on AI recommendations can atrophy your own judgment, making you vulnerable when the situation requires human intuition that models cannot replicate.
Those vulnerabilities are not theoretical. How should founders systematically mitigate them?
5 protocols. First, maintain manual backup procedures for all critical workflows. Document how to execute key processes without AI assistance so that system failure does not equal business failure. Second, implement output verification checkpoints. Human review of AI-generated customer communications, financial analyses, and strategic recommendations at scheduled intervals. Third, invest in security fundamentals. Use encryption, implement access controls, maintain backups, and audit logs regularly. If self-hosting feels technically overwhelming, engage a consultant for initial setup and quarterly audits. Fourth, preserve decision-making muscle. Make at least one significant strategic decision per month using only human analysis, even when AI recommendations are available. This keeps your judgment calibrated. Fifth, build community knowledge. Join forums where other founders using similar AI infrastructure share failure modes and mitigation strategies. You benefit from collective learning instead of individual mistakes.
That fifth point deserves emphasis. The AI transformation is happening so rapidly that community knowledge is more current than formal documentation. Founders who isolate themselves miss critical intelligence.
Agreed. And there is a psychological dimension to address. How should founders think about their role when AI handles most operational execution?
The role shifts from operator to orchestrator. Your value becomes system design, strategic direction, relationship stewardship, and exception handling. You are no longer the person who does the work. You are the person who ensures the work worth doing gets done correctly. This requires identity evolution that many founders find disorienting. But that evolution is necessary. The competitive advantage of AI-leveraged businesses is speed and consistency. Founders who insist on remaining hands-on operators will be outpaced by those who embrace orchestration. The market will not wait for you to feel comfortable with your new role. Final question. What should a founder do this week to begin capturing this leverage?
Start with audit and experimentation. First, list your 10 most time-consuming repetitive tasks. Second, research on which AI agents or tools address those specific tasks. For analytical needs, evaluate Moldbot. For customer communication, explore specialized agents. For content, test generation tools. Third, implement one agent this week in a low-risk workflow. Measure time savings and quality. Fourth, if results are positive, expand systematically. The goal is not to automate everything immediately. It is to build confidence through small wins that fund larger transformation.
And remember that this technology is still early. The founders who experiment now develop the expertise that compounds into a structural advantage as the tools mature. The future belongs to founders who treat technology as infrastructure, not aspiration.
That is why Maxifra Online exists, maximizing income velocity with AI-driven leverage. Their mission aligns perfectly with today's topic, helping entrepreneurs deploy intelligent systems that multiply effectiveness without multiplying complexity or risk.
They understand that the highest use of AI is not replacing human judgment, but liberating it for the decisions that truly require human insight. To everyone listening, magnificent tools exist. The question is whether you will deploy them strategically or watch competitors capture the advantage. Join our community at https://patreon.com/c/Insight Emporium by CEO Bulletin Biz Central AGB SI. Until next time, build leverage that scales you, not replaces you.
Dreamers up before the dawn, building futures all day long, turning sparks into burning light. We keep the world alive tonight. With a heartbeat, the rhythm, the rise, Maxivas, the wind beneath our skies. Entrepreneurs, support systems call, lifting small dreams to stand tall. With passion and drive, we never